Trick my damn. Folks almost made me crash. "2025 is almost done. We finna be heading into 2026. And I'm finna be having a year into YouTube and a year having my man's big worm. Let's get right into the video. Now, I done understood some real patience when owning a ball python, like with his feeding schedule. Big worm don't eat every single day. My man's big worm, he eat now every 10 days. He eating every 10 days. No, actually, my man's eating every 2 weeks. Oh God, he eating every 2 weeks now. And that teaches you patience. It gives you patience. It ain't like oh, let me hurry up and feed my snake, or oh, let me feed my snake. Actually, it's like an anticipation thing. Now that it's every 2 weeks, it's almost like how some people get paid every 2 weeks. It's almost like that. It's almost like, oh, I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to see how he gonna be. I can't wait for it. And with that, that also go to his shedding. Him shedding, he don't shed every single day or every single month. The man shed like probably every 4 weeks. The man's probably shed like every 5 to 4 weeks, somewhere around there. So that's another thing where I'm waiting patiently, waiting around. As soon as I see the signs of his blue eyes and his belly getting pink, I know my man's finna go into shed. That teaches you patience. That gives you some patience. Regardless, if you don't have patience, if you have a ball python, it's going to teach you some patience. If you waiting around, you don't have no choice. With that being said, I done learned a thing or two about YouTube, about its slow growth and its low views when starting out. Not everybody's gonna be that overnight success and blowing up and having 1,000,000 views and 1,000,000 subscribers within a week or two, within a month or two. Motherfuckers be making them videos blow up in 60 days. That's them. That's their account. The majority of YouTube and the majority of the world, how it usually work, that's a slow pace. It's a slow growth. Somebody that probably had their YouTube for about 5 years or even 6 years or even sometimes 10 years or even longer than that. But I'm realizing that YouTube is a slow growth if you really want to be successful and have a sustainable name going forward. Lesson 2 in this video is responsibility. It's a responsibility, only one of these. You got to make sure you feeding your snake, whichever size they got, however, whatever the schedule you got them at. If it's you at every 7 days, or if you at every 2 weeks, or if you at every 3 weeks, you got to make sure you feeding your snake properly. And the same thing with his immunity and making sure his immunity is on point. Because that's the thing kind of on the ball python. You got to make sure the immunity is hard to keep. If you know, you know. Making sure that his temperatures is on point daily, at night, when it get cold, in the summertime, making sure it's not too hot. Underneath his hot side, making sure the heating mat is still working properly, making sure that ain't going too hot or that ain't too cold. And the same thing with his bedding, his cocoa husk, the stuff that he lay on and stuff like that. Making sure that you change that out every 3 months or every 2 months or however you like to do it or however it is to your liking. But I say you should change that out whenever it get too crunchy and just dry and all dusty. That's when you should change it out. It's responsibility on the ball python like it would be on any other pet. So you want to make sure that you keeping up with them things in a weekly or a monthly manner, how you should be doing. So you want to make sure that you missed it. You want to make sure and you want to make sure that you cleaning out his poop and his pee. Look underneath his hide, look behind his hide, look behind his plants and stuff like that to make sure there ain't no poop or pee inside his enclosure. You ain't gotta look every single day. Once you see him poop, you ain't gotta look again for another week or two, if that. Probably not even that because, oh God, probably not even that because only time I see him really use the bathroom is after he used the bathroom. I mean, it's after I feed him. So after feeding, he'll use the bathroom. That'll be boo boo. But after that, it just be pee. He'll pee probably like every 2 weeks. So let's say in a month, let's say if I feed him at the top of the month, I see some poop that next week or within a couple of days, and some pee. And after that, I see some pee probably like 2 weeks after that, maybe some boo-boo with it. Then after that, nothing. But it ain't like every single day that you clean it up, pee or poop. But it's a responsibility and it's a thing you want to make sure that you're doing. You owning the ball python. With that being said, that made me understand the consistency of YouTube and showing up even when it's quiet, when the views low, ain't nobody sharing your videos, liking your videos, commenting on your videos. That responsibility, it made me understand. Treat your YouTube like something that you really care about and show up no matter what, if anybody watching or not. It's like a parent thing almost. You're gonna be a good parent. You should be a good parent if anybody's watching or not. You should be a good person if anybody's watching or not. You should keep your YouTube going. Keep putting it into your YouTube if anybody is watching or not. Lesson 3 is a fear versus understanding. Now, some people fear snakes because they don't understand a snake. They don't understand its body language. When it's doing something, what does that mean? If it's flicking its tongue out, why it look like that? If it's balled up in the S like that, if it's curled up in the S like that, I heard it's about to attack you. If it's doing this, I heard it's gonna do that. So people don't understand snakes. I ain't gonna lie, I was just like most people. Before I did my research on ball pythons and snakes in general, I used to think that snakes are just always on that, trying to bite you for any reason, eating everything or swallow you whole. Trying to size you up if you own one. I believed all them stereotypes too, until I done my research and got the understanding of a snake. Fear, I feel like, is something that you can definitely overcome. I was scared when I was first starting my YouTube, thinking about how I look and how I sound, my equipment. I'm shooting this off of my iPhone. So certain things that you fearing, once you just dive into it, you do it, get your repetition up, there's nothing to fear, especially if it's harmless. But I say that to say, I definitely had that fear of failing on YouTube, not being seen, my videos not doing absolutely nothing, me having a brain fog for way too long. So I definitely had a fear too. But I'm getting over it. I then got over it. And I'm doing it. And I'm in it. And I'm in a year of doing YouTube. And I feel like it's almost the same thing with snakes. Most people fear snake more because of a misunderstanding. They don't understand the body language of a snake, the behaviors of a snake. So that's why they may fear them. But once you get to understand the snake, you know the body languages, you know what they doing, you know what they mean by this and what they mean by that, ain't nothing to fear no more. Okay, we made it to the final lesson in this video, which is that growth isn't loud. When a ball python shed, it's one shed at a time, and it's not something extreme where your snake is all stressed out and it's barking and howling at the moon or something like that. It's one shed at a time. It's nice and peaceful. And I feel like you could relate that to YouTube. YouTube is a steady, slow growth. No one big viral moment, just a steady foundation. I feel like if you're watching your videos, you feel within yourself that you're getting better with editing, and you're getting better one video at a time, and you growing within yourself, that's real growth. I feel like growth can be like if you found a new way to edit certain videos, if you found a better intro or outro, certain things like that. If you found a better way to hold your camera up to shoot your film, you know what I'm saying? So growth is within yourself. Whatever you're doing to get better. If you're getting better, if you upgrading your apps, you're getting better at that. You're on a better app that help you edit a little better. Or you upgrade your microphones. Now you got microphones. Or your lighting. But as long as you growing within, that's real growth. Steady foundation. Not one big viral moment yet. But this nice steady foundation and consistency and real growth. So I say that to say loud growth will just get you some attention. Quiet growth, it lasts longer. and we in it for the longevity. This channel just ain't about a snake. It's about evolution, mine's and his. 2026, we just getting started.
They keep it what you want it to be. They keep it what you want it to be. They keep it what you want it to be. That's your choice to decide. LeBron got a box switch. I just bought a box of lemons. Fuck it, boy, I can't